Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. If you understand that this is the time of Dajjal, if you understand that there are certain tools that Dajjal has always used, but it seems like here and there Haqq is showing, if you understand that, then you're only going to take what is good and leave what is bad. Then you will know that even something that is good, if they're using the media, films and TVs, that there is some bad insight there as well. And if you're able to filter it out, then take what is good, leave the rest. That is my suggestion to you. Yes, they're reviving it. Yes, it is. Some ways it is good. In a lot of ways it is very good. But the genius of the Ottomans is they listen and they look and they observe very carefully every group. Not only their friends, but also those ones who are their enemies. The mistake too much these days is we only listen to ourselves. The mistake that a lot of people who have some power to rule is to make that power stronger. They only listen to themselves. They don't let others who oppose them to even speak. They don't listen. They ignore. They push them aside. They are people too. They have maybe sincere things to address. Maybe they don't understand what you're doing and it's coming from ignorance. Then our duty is to make them to try to understand properly. It is not to shut them out. Never. If you shut them out, how long is going to work, you think? How long is going to work? 1 generation? 2 generations? It can pass 200 years. But because you don't listen, one day it's just going to boop, bubble up. Look at America. You think what is happening now has only happened now? You think it happened just through the election? Or 1 year ago? Or 10 years ago? There are grudges held since the time of the Civil War, you understand? Where this country was divided. And those are not addressed properly. And we have a large group of people who don't believe in what, say, the government is doing. But instead of listening and trying to help, they shut them off. More and more and more people are being pulled aside to extreme positions. Extreme. What they're reacting against in a lot of ways is also what we believe in. We don't like this kind of free, super liberal lifestyle that anyone can be anything that they want to be. Because it's bringing chaos and it's bringing confusion and it is against what every prophet brought. But all those voices, they're just shut down. So what's going to happen? That ayat is also saying, Allah gives power to whomever He wants. One day you're going to rise. One day you will fall. This too shall pass. Who was that given to? One king, one president of one country? That was given to one individual that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this whole earth power to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this whole world power to only 4 men, 4 rulers. 2 of them are good, 2 of them are bad. The bad ones is Namrud and Firaun. The whole world is under their law. They're ruling. The two good ones, who are they? Sulaiman alayhi salam. And who's the other one? Huh? Zulkarnain. Khan. Two good ones, two bad ones. And Allah gave them power too. That to Zulkarnain, He's saying, I give you the authority. You can punish them, you can kill them, or you can forgive them. Meaning, whatever he does, he's not going to be questioned because authority is given. You understand? He chose not to be extreme. But that ring, Sulaiman alayhi salam is saying, I want something to be given to me, a present, something that will, when I'm sad, it will make me happy. When I'm happy, it will make me sad. The ruler of this whole world, and that ring is given to him, and it says, this too shall pass. What is it in Turkish? Warning to that one, your time will pass too. Now, if you don't understand why you are here for, what we're saying about preparing for Rajab, what is it that you want, why you are here for? If you don't understand that, then it just becomes about collecting more and more and more power. And one day it will fall. It is going to fall. And these days, things quickly come up and they quickly fall. In the old days, it takes a long time for it to come. It stayed for a long time. And it took some time to fall too. Things took maybe 100 years for things to really fall. But in these days, quickly it goes up and down. So why are we trusting this? Why are we trusting this? It is good, you're watching for the believers. It is good to see everything that is on television to give us some. But believe me, this is a subject that I've been thinking about for years, for decades. Yes, the medium itself is controlled by Dajjal. Yes. Yeah. What are you going to watch anyway? Are you going to watch actors? And you get pulled to the story. But this world, they're not really pulled to stories. They're pulled to celebrities, to actors. So you can have one day, one man, his role is, say, a Khalifah or a saint. Next day, he's going to be a murderer or a thief. What do you think is going to happen to the one who's watching it, especially to kids? There is some confusion there. So, take what is good. Take what is good, and it should help you to increase your faith. You should not look at that also as your main source of knowledge. Once you say internet or the television is the only source of knowledge, then you are bound to be confused. You watch something, and it should make you to become more excited, to ask you some questions, to make you to ask. Then you're going to go around asking, finding out what it is. But let me tell you something. You watch 1 hour of something good. This day is divided into 24 hours. The other 23 hours, it is filled with wrong things that you see on television. It's a sewer. So how are you going to balance it? Who is the one who is writing that? Is he given authority? Does he have full knowledge? Who is the one who is playing that act, that character? What is their agenda that they are giving? I've seen so many Sufi stories produced by the West, and we're saying this is not even Muslim. Let alone, don't understand, when you see something, an image, it's stuck in your head. Huh? Different when you're reading, different when you're listening. Just reading things, it took the West decades to accept that Hazrat Rumi was a Muslim. Decades. When he first became, oh, he's a Sufi, not a Muslim, Sufi. Religion of love. Love is my religion. And still people are fighting against that. That he is a Muslim. No, 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 no. Muslim means terrorist. It's not terrorist. You know? Because you're watching that shaitan box and you're getting all information from there. You get some good, you get so much bad things in there. If I tell you, take this water, and you know that this water has one drop of dirtiness in there, it's from the toilet, just one drop. Will you drink it? No, you're not going to drink it. No sane person is going to drink it. The shaitan box that we are watching, maybe one drop of clean water, the rest is filled with dirtiness. For a person who is just so used to dirtiness, maybe that one drop will give him some relief. It's okay. But for those who are already drinking from the pure spring, what are you doing going after this dirtiness? Muslims getting so excited. Yeah, Matrix, wow, it's Sufi. Star Wars, oh, another Sufi story. You know that planet, Nabu, is like Nabi. Yoda is like Khizr alayhi salam. Rock and roll, it's okay because it's rock and roll. Western music is from the guitar, coming from the Sufis too, with the guitar. So it's also everything Sufi. Allah, Allah. Like I said, if people are so used to that dirtiness, one drop of good clean thing is going to give them something. If you're drinking good things all the time, you're taking from the pure source. You're taking from the awliya Allah. Why are you getting excited about these mixed up things? Now everything they see, anything that talks about, anything that mentions even, whole movie is wrong, but they mention one time ego, Sufi. You see, talk about stepping on your ego. It becomes so completely brainless. Some may even say they are dropping those things there to fool people and to confuse them. Yeah, we take lesson, but we don't have to dive into the toilet every single time to understand that we have to be clean, that this toilet is dirty and we cannot be dirty. We don't have to do that. May Allah forgive me and bless you, inshallah. Al-Fatiha. This much